Welcome once again to the daily discussions. Pardon me, had to do some navigating. Felt like doing a walk and talk today. All right. The topic of discussion for today is going to be don't waste anything. Use everything to your advantage. What I'm really saying is everything that you have access to, everything that you have at your disposal, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. First example, your muscles. If you sit around all day and don't exercise, don't do any type of physical labor activity or anything like that, you are going to atrophy your muscles. Meaning your muscles will slowly start to weaken. They'll slowly start to shrink. You know what I mean? That's not good. Especially if you're a man and you want to be strong. I mean, it's good to constantly do some type of activity. Even if it's just for the blood flow. You know what I mean? You don't got to be pumping iron all the time. But it's definitely good to be active. This could be dancing. This could be jogging, running, working out. You know what I mean? Could be anything. A number of things. Right? As you age, your body starts to decline. Your metabolism isn't as quick as it used to be. You know what I mean? If you want to be the best version of yourself, you have to be active. You can't just sit around and quote unquote waste away. That's no good. All right. Got another example for you. Paint a picture for all my gamers. All right. When you playing a game like I'm gonna say like Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. You know what I mean? Or any of the older ones, like they have like a puzzle element to them, and you may be forced to use things that you may not think that you can use. Maybe something in an environment you might have to like analyze the stage you're on, like way more in depth than you thought that you had to. You thought maybe I just run up here, I climb up here, I push this lever and it opens the door. No. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta look around, use your slingshot. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to get everyone to understand who's watching this video is you may not be able to progress or advance or to even succeed if you're not meticulous, if you're not resourceful, if you don't use everything that you have at your disposal to make it happen. This can be the internet. The internet is a very powerful engine of creation and distribution. You know what I mean? Use this internet to your advantage. There's so much knowledge to be found. There's so much understanding to gain. Use it to your advantage. Right? Before we became so dependent on society, we were resourceful. We lived off the land. You know what I mean? We hunt, we gathered, we fished, we build. Nowadays, everything is made to strip that experience away from us. We don't really have to struggle unless it's financially. There are other examples you can give of struggle, but that's not what we're highlighting in this video. We're highlighting being resourceful. using everything to your advantage so that you don't fail, you don't lose out, you don't waste away. Right? Use everything you got. All the talents and abilities that you have, bring them out. Share them with the world. The world is waiting for the next big thing. It might be you. Who knows? You got to start thinking like this. If you've got the faculty to have positive thoughts and positive reinforcement, why not use it? Why not use it? The world may condition you or influence you to want to think negatively or to not. Pardon me. Yeah, the world may not want you to go for things because it makes things easier for the people up there or the people around the corner or the people who are in control. But don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Worry about what you want to see for life. Remember, we only get one of these. Use your life to the fullest. You know what I mean? When it comes to mastering and progressing and succeeding in life, you can't just do things without trying. Sometimes you got to give it everything that you have, everything that's in your being, everything that's within your soul, everything that's within your mind, heart. You got to put it on that paper. You got to put it in that drawing. You got to put it in that song. You got to put it in that work. Use everything you got. Why do you think you have it? You have it so you can use it. It's the same thing with your gifts. You know what I mean? The gifts that we have instilled within us, they're not really for us. They're for us to share. That's what a gift is. A gift is something you share or you give to someone. All right? Makes sense? I hope so. You know, I apologize. I forgot to ask you guys. And how y'all doing today? Are y'all all right? I know I'm a little late. You know what I mean? I don't really like to make my video first thing in the morning because I like to let myself have an experience for the day. Maybe I might learn something or understand something better. And by that time, you know, the video I give you will be better than the one I had first thing in the morning. Right? I want to use all my time to my advantage to give you a better video. Right? Now, some of my videos are better than others. Some of them may have a profound explanation or a profound vibe to it. You know what I mean? It may be something that touches your spirit or your soul in some of my other videos, right? These daily discussions, I'm trying to do them for a whole entire year. A whole entire year I'm trying to do these, right? So it's probably going to be in October of 25 when I make the last video for this series. I'm going to keep posting, of course, but you know what I mean? I'm probably going to be doing something different, something, you know, something more concrete. This is more or less just my daily reminders to you all and a daily journal to myself to see where I was at one point in time as a gauge, as a reference point to see how far I was able to go based on using everything I have, using my resources, my talents, you know. I was just in the mood for a walk and talk today, but it looks like we're on the brink of night. You know what I mean? On the brink of night. I'm only telling you guys to use everything to your advantage because you need to, because you have to. The desires and wants and ambitions that you have in your heart, you'll only be able to get to them if you use everything you have. 1, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Don't waste that. Don't waste that. 2, time is money. Shouldn't waste either of those. Use those to the fullest extent. I know some people like to hoard money and some people like to think money is the end all be all. No. No, 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 no. You can use money to make money. And once you get enough money, you know what I mean? If you're smart, you can make money in your sleep. You can make money in your sleep. Right? I'm kind of lost. I'm going to turn around and walk back the way I came. You know what I mean? All right. Number 3. Don't waste your energy. That's a big one. Wasting your energy can leave you feeling drained, angry, depressed, distraught, traumatized. Don't waste your energy. Don't waste your energy. And that could be, that can go beyond work. That's on people. Don't waste your energy on people. Don't waste your energy on things that don't serve you. You know what I mean? Don't do that. You waste your energy on things that aren't serving you, aren't helping you to improve, aren't helping you to get your brand out there, aren't helping you to expand, grow. Let it go, man. Let it go. Don't waste nothing. Even number four, even your misfortunes. You can use your misfortunes to your advantage as well. If only you don't allow them to keep you stagnant, to keep you paralyzed, to keep you I don't want to say oppressed. I would say frozen, more or less in fear. Don't let that happen to you, right? Don't waste your bad moments or your bad experiences. What don't kill you make you stronger, right? There's even a thing that those global elites say, never let a good crisis go to waste, right? They made so much money during COVID. Like, people were stuck in their house. Netflix subscriptions was through the roof. Streamers was making a lot of money. Because people ain't really have a whole lot to do. Right? Never let a good crisis go to waste. There's always somebody gonna be making money when disaster strikes. While everybody's depressed and angry and sad and wondering what the hell's gonna happen, somebody's like, yes, payday. And that's sad to say, but that's the reality of the world that we live in. Like I said, that phrase, never let a good crisis go to waste. This is a thing. I didn't make this up. This is actually a thing that people in power have said. Right? Before I close the curtain on this video for the night, I want to remind you to look around. Look around your dwelling, your room, your house, your job, your school. Just look around at all the things you have access to, all the things you have in your possession. What can you do with those things? If you're ever stripped of almost everything you'll have, you'll really see how resourceful and ingenious you can be. I don't condone anything regarding imprisonment, jail, convicts, right? I don't have anything against them because, you know what I mean, I share the cell with people that have made mistakes in life. But one thing I've noticed with a lot of people who end up in those situations, they have barely nothing. They're giving barely nothing. But they make things happen. You know what I mean? They create things that boggle the mind. Right? I'll give you one last story before we close it out. Somebody showed me how to make a cake in there, right? Take some Oreo cookies, scrape all the icing off of it, crunch up the cookies, right, to this like powder, put it in the sandwich bag, the crunched up cookies, right? Put a little water in there, mix it up. Then you got something like a chocolatey dough. they give you you can get honey buns and tortilla bread in there, right? So he took 2 honey buns, put it on top of a tortilla bread, right? Put another honey bun on the top of that. Then he took the Oreo cookie, the chocolate like the chocolate dough that we made from water and crunched up Oreos, right? He took that and he put it all over top of the tortilla bread, right? So it's like a circular, it's like, kind of like a UFO, if you want to look at it, because you got 2 honey buns smack dab in the middle of 2 tortillas, right? So then he takes some M&Ms, right? In the bag, he just smashing the bag, crunching up the M&Ms, right? These are sprinkles. He takes all that and sprinkles over top with the chocolate powder. You know what I mean? And then he takes the icing that we got from the Oreos, right? He puts a little bit of water in there, stirs it around in a small cup, and he glazes it over top of the over the cake. This thing gave me the biggest sugar rush I ever had in my life, but it was delicious. So what I'm saying is, necessity is the mother of invention. When you're in those situations where you feel like you don't have anything, like if I only had this, I could get that, that's when you really dig deep and make use of every single thing that you have. Because that's the best way to move forward. That's the best way to rise up. That's the best way to increase, and that's the best way to, you know what I'm saying, achieve and level up. But, you know, that's really all I wanted to talk about today. Use everything you got to your advantage. If you don't use it, you will lose it. So use it. Professor Hawk signing out. Class is dismissed. Be good, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Came back too many times not to push that button.